This week in Jamaica Now, Vybz Kartel acquitted of one murder charge but remains in jail pending trial on another. His lawyers say they will be making yet another bail application. Government faces possible civil suit from brothers freed in high-profile rape case. Traffic cop makes stunning admission in Forbes-Bicknell trial. Government MP says sorry after tweeting that a Miss Jamaica World finalist was shaped like the Jamaican economy. And Jamaica hit by another doping case. The details of these and other stories coming up after the break.
Youth Minister Lisa Hanna slapped Jamaicans for Justice for an online video the human rights body uploaded seeking signatures to agree that we treat our children badly. Minister Hanna's response suggests that she is politically thin-skinned, as she obviously believed JFJ was attacking her stewardship.
This is Jamaica Now, and I'm Damian Mitchell, standing in this week for Heather Cummings. The lawyers for controversial dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel have signaled that they will be making yet another attempt to seek the release of the DJ who has been behind bars since September 2011. Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, and his co-accused Lenberg McDonald and Nigel Thompson were this week acquitted of the murder of businessman Barrington Bossy Burton after the prosecution offered no further evidence. The prosecution was relying on the statements of two absent witnesses, but the judge would not accept the statements because he did not believe enough effort was made to locate the witnesses.
I feel real glad. And the Bible says leave all judgment to God. So, well, if him innocent, make him come road. We don't need no bag of rare and this and that. The man need to come a road now. We can't have man in the lockup so long and them not charged for what. Them follow the man, make the man come a road.
With this matter now out of the way, Kartel's lawyers say they will be applying for bail on the Clive Lizard Williams murder case set to be heard in November.
It is really a situation where we are now looking towards the other case. We are of the view that this one was really the more difficult of the two cases, and in the circumstances, we are happy. We are happy with the outcome, but we were always confident in terms of what our instructions were, that Mr. Adidja Palmer had no involvement whatsoever in the murder of Barrington Bossy Burton, and I think the outcome reflects that.
The government is facing the possibility of a civil suit arising from the acquittal of two men in the much-publicized Irwin Point rape case. Brothers Caron and Sheldon Brissett were freed in the Western Regional Gun Court after the prosecution's two eyewitnesses were unable to identify them. Several months ago, DNA samples did not link the men to the crime scene, but the prosecution insisted that it was proceeding with the trial because of the public's interest. The brothers' lawyer, Lambert Johnson, says the men have suffered financial losses and damage to their reputation, and so they will be suing the state.
They are happy this nightmare is now at an end. In fact, the case for the prosecution was described by the judge as being porous and brittle. Well, I am not surprised now because we have had the DNA evidence which showed that these were not the men, and the prosecution, in the face of scientific evidence, insisted on going to trial. So I'm not surprised at the outcome.
Police Traffic Chief Senior Superintendent Radcliffe Lewis this week made a stunning admission in the Forbes-Bicknell trial. Lewis told the Corporate Area Resident Magistrates Court that a part of the witness statement he gave in the corruption case against his colleague SSP James Forbes and businessman Bruce Bicknell was not true. The admission by Lewis, the head of the Police Traffic Division, came after the defense attorney, Katie Knight, read a section of the statement in which the senior cop said he assisted Sergeant Dillon Lewis in having Bicknell's arrest recorded in the diary at the Ellison Road police station. However, he quickly sought to clarify his answer, telling the court it was a mistake, after Knight read out the penalties for giving a misleading statement. Bruce Bicknell and SSP James Forbes are on trial for attempting to pervert the course of justice arising from an attempt to disregard a traffic ticket issued to Bicknell in April last year. The Member of Parliament for North West St. Anne, Dr. Dayton Campbell, has apologized to a Miss Jamaica World finalist for tweeting that she was shaped like the Jamaican economy. Shortly after Janae Jackson was announced the contestant with the best shape, the government MP took to Twitter decrying the announcement. Many Jamaicans blasted Dr. Campbell, calling his comment irresponsible and sexist. Dr. Campbell later removed the tweet and said sorry. Ms. Jackson has indicated that she has accepted the apology. The local sporting community has been hit by another doping case. The Jamaica Football Federation has reported that the world's governing body for football, FIFA, has advised that a senior national player has tested positive for a banned substance. The news came a week after 5 Jamaican track and field athletes also returned adverse analytical findings. The JFJ says the footballer was tested positive during the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying match against Honduras in Tegucigalpa last month. The Federation also says it has launched a probe into the matter. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and as we go, we bring you highlights from night 1 of the 2013 staging of the Reggae Sumfest in Montego Bay, St. James.
Mind them a pray, them a pray, them a pray. If them could, them would have been gonna win. When we stepping on the street with these wallabies, them see we gonna shake like leaf on a tree. Bad mind them a pray, them a pray, them a pray. If them could, them would have been gonna win. Stepping on the street with